Hello guys. So I thought today I would show some of the colors that I'm going to use on these trunks. Sort of from here on down and from here over, there's a lot of wet paint. So I'm just going to do a little demo of how I go about painting in. I'll probably just do part of this trunk and this trunk as well, the top part. Just what's in the viewfinder right now. So I'm using ultramarine blue and the raw umber. I don't want to go too blue because although I want these to be cooler in color, if I become too cool in color, they become so strong that they will actually become too strong in the foreground. So these need to be in the shade, but at the same time they need to melt into the painting a little bit. So I'm going to lean towards more raw umber, and I'm going to be painting the texture on the trunk with my brush. I haven't pre-drawn anything. I'm just kind of deciding as I go. So let's get on with that. Pretty dark there. Okay. We'll go adding a little titanium white here. I really don't have a lot to talk about right now. It's kind of self-explanatory. As you can see, I'm making my shapes with my brush strokes. Let's see, that's coming towards us. So we'll do that. It has a fairly stylized look, which is fine by me. I kind of like it actually. A little more white, a little more raw umber. Trying to maintain the look of a branch which is round but still has texture running through it. Sometimes I find this process a bit scary because once you have your color on there, you kind of hate to go over it again because you're providing a design that's hopefully successful right from the get-go. This area, the entire painting actually, there's not going to be too much directional light. It's going to be fairly ambient, but the general light is coming from the top left, mostly above us, and it's dropping down. as I've shown with these a little bit. Okay, so as dark as these trunks will be, you will see most likely a little bit more light on the left hand side. Not a whole lot, but a bit. You know, I've talked about a mother color video, or I did a demo of a mother color video a while back, and you know, again, it's in this case it's only the mother color on the tree trunks, but I'll be playing with the same mother color for almost all of the tree trunks. They are going to be ultramarine blue, raw umber, and white. Very, very few variations of that, or sorry, very, very few deviations from that. Mostly it's going to be all variations from that. The trick is to the viewer's perspective, see that those trunks are there, but not have them so strong that they detract from really the focal area, the area of interest. Okay, we're going to go to the underside of that. And the back side of this. I'm not guaranteeing that I won't revisit those brush strokes, but I'm going to try to make my initial brush strokes strong enough and good enough that I don't really have a reason to revisit them. It's getting too dark. The good thing about using raw umber mixed with ultramarine blue is that if I feel like I want to go over some of the strokes or highlight them, I can do that by tomorrow morning, because raw umber dries so quickly in a heated room. I don't have to worry about going wet and wet. I can simply go ahead and let it dry overnight. And then revisit it in the morning. I don't like this little blue shot here. It's a little bit weak. Okay. All right, I'll start. Seeing as these two trees are neighboring each other, I may as well lay in a couple of strokes on this one as well. And you will see how I'm applying varying pressure to my flat brush. So if you use the edge, you can really end up with a fairly fine edge. And if you roll it as you're laying the brush stroke on, if you roll it to the flat side, you can give each stroke quite a bit of shape and interest, actually. Okay, we'll just do that. There we go. Okay, go a little darker, a little bit bluer. For the underside here. Okay. I may be putting too many details in these trunks already, but that's okay. I can paint them in, I can revisit it, I can remove some of these lines within the trunk, that's okay. Yeah, see, I think I've gone a little too dark already on this one. I wanted this branch to be a little lighter. That's okay. Again, the wonderful thing about using raw umber, I'll be able to play with it tomorrow. And just get a little more shadow done here. Too dark. junk there. Okay. Hopefully you can see where I'm going with that. Maybe I'll just zoom in a little bit here so that you get a better look at it. Oh, I'll grab my glasses. Okay, so you can see what I'm up to there. More of the same. Okay guys, we will talk to you later. Have a good night.